Okay, so I don't know how much you want to hear. It's kind of loud in here, but we're trying out AcroFit Gym today. They partner with the Branch Warren Classic, so you get in, get a free week guest pass. You and a guest come for free to train. Heading into show day, so we're fucking tired. We're drained. It's loud in here. They got a class going on. Do you have a posing room up there? Flex room. So we're gonna go up there and try that out at the end of this. So I'll probably let you all know. Try to get you a good review. Just from initial looks, honestly smaller than I expected. Definitely thought, based on the Instagram photos, it looked massive. Now, it's all very tight. It feels very tight together, but I do think the equipment's laid out very nicely. They have it kind of more in group pattern, so machines, free weights, kind of it's all makes sense, the pattern, the way to move through the gym, which is nice. They have all the cardio equipment upstairs. Not a ton of cardio, but more than enough for the size gym. I think my biggest thing I would maybe adjust if I were to owning this gym is I wouldn't have a class going on the main level. I would replace that and put cardio equipment on the main level and block off classes upstairs so it's a little bit separate. But that's just me. I do get it though, because you can get the dumbbells and stuff, so it makes sense. But that's just me. It's a back trap bi day, so we're just kind of gonna get a good pump going. Again, pump chasing. We're just pump chasing. So other than that, let's get into it. Yep. We did just start with the wide grip lat pull downs. It's Arsenal strength systems, so I've had them a couple times. One thing I don't like about them, honestly, is they're very tall. So to get to the stuff, I'm not the tallest person, right? I know I'm not the tallest person. I'm average height, but to get to it, I'm barely reaching it to grab the bar to pull it down. But again, I get it. I'm right around average, so it is what it is. I'll be very interested to see kind of how some of the other equipment feels. I'm going to try out a varying range of equipment, but again, with being the last workout of peak week, back trap by day, I kind of already know what I'm doing movement wise, so I can't really swap too much out. But I think tonight, after this finishes up, I got my post workout meal. We're going to eat dinner. Well, I'm not. I'm gonna go sit and watch people eat dinner. My family's in town, so I'm gonna sit and watch them eat and talk to them. So that's gonna be fun. But anyway, I got up the weight a bit. Again, I'm trying to feel out the weight because I'm using a new system. I've used them before in the past, but haven't used them recently, so we'll see how it feels. But there I am on my tiptoes. Should have worn the slutty crop. Should have listened to Sabrina. Wore the slutty crop. Thought I was going to be modest today, though, instead. I will say, it feels very good. It's very fluid. We can tell it's newer equipment just because it's still in such a good shape. It's countdown, right? Tan tomorrow, check-ins tomorrow. We were 192.8 this morning. 192.8 this morning. And then, so I think it's actually our lowest weigh-in of prep was 192 point. I believe it was 192.8. Then we did a check-in after our second meal. So 90 minutes after second meal, I hopped on a scale, did some more photos, see where I was at, and I was 193.6. So we're gonna see how it goes, kind of where we're at. We've got a check-in after every meal tomorrow, and because of the timing of meals and tan, I'm only gonna eat 3 meals before check-in, and then my 4th meal will be after. And depending on where we're at and everything, we'll see. But it'll be fun. And then on show day, it's gonna be it's a big breakfast, and that's it. I think I'll take some stuff with me, some rice cakes, some bananas, some peanut butter. But it's just gonna be pretty much a larger than normal breakfast, and that's kind of the plan so far. Exciting though, exciting. It's gonna be nice to be back on stage. There's been a range of emotions going through this, so we'll talk about that next. So we're on to T-bar row. What are you thinking of it so far?
I hate it here.
Too many people?
Take me home.
A little bit better. But anyway, I'm gonna get in this. So T-bar row on the Panada machine. I do love the Panada machines though. They're one of my favorites from having back home in St. Louis. And I love this chest supporter row. My marquee's always making sure to keep this, always make sure to keep that locked in place though. Whew, yeah, felt good, felt good. I will say that's, I think my only thing about this gym, for me, again, like I would probably so far give it, like honestly, I'm gonna give it 2 ratings. I'm gonna give it as a gym overall and give it as my personal preference gym. Just from the vibe, personal preference, like a 3 out of 10 for me. I prefer grunge, warehouse, you know, gyms like that. That's my preference. But more like Species, Misfits, those are my style of gym. You know, they're grunge, a little dirty, a little, you know, just more like bodybuilder aesthetic, more like OG bodybuilder aesthetic. Is what it makes me think of, at least. Or like the old Elite Fitness in Gatlinburg before they moved. I mean, I haven't been to the new one yet, so they moved. I'll try it out this September. But no, like the old one, it was still old school bodybuilder vibes. This as a gym overall. Oh, you're good. You're good. You're good. As a gym overall, I would say, from an unbiased perspective, I would probably give it like a 7.5. Good equipment overall, high quality. I like the Panada. I like the Arsenal strength. You know, it takes back from me. Just again, the class is loud as shit. You can hear the class just screaming, and it's 20 feet away from me over here. So people are trying to lift weights, and then you have them over there doing that. And it's like, I get it. You can have headphones, so. And that may not be bad for everybody, but for me, that's just a big takeaway. And I want a side note, I would probably never give any gym a 10, unless it's my personal home gym I get to build eventually, obviously. But I don't think I'd ever give a gym a 10 anyway. I think the highest I probably would ever go is at 8.5. Because there's always going to be something, A, that I'm going to find a complaint about. B, that can be better no matter where you go. Whether it's equipment choices, you know, variations of equipment, quantity of equipment, space, etc. I do like that as a posing room. I do like that. I feel like that's not super common. It wasn't super common at most gyms, I think. You know, unless you search for it. So I think that's nice. And maybe it's more common than I realized too. Maybe it's just I haven't gone to many, you know, maybe I haven't gone to many gyms like that. So okay, we'll see the wide grip rows next. Definitely going lighter. I can feel it in my back bad. So go lighter to get the pump. Then onto Roman chair hyperextensions. If I can find equipment for it. I was kind of looking around, didn't see anything, but anyway, we'll hop into this real quick. Knock it out. It is on one of the dual pulley systems. Not a big fan of those at all. Also, look, I pissed myself because I spilled water. I only pissed myself a little bit, I promise. But. Ooh. Ooh, okay. Okay. So the dual system didn't feel too bad there with them hooked together. So it's just one hookup. I thought I was gonna throw it off a little bit, but it didn't do too bad. I do think the gym has tons of potential here. I think their biggest thing is they just really need to move those classes upstairs. Just upstairs, because they have room for them. They have 3 separate rooms up there, which one's the flex room. But I think they're doing yoga in it right now, right? So like, they could have done it, you know. They could definitely move them up there if they want to. I think though, it is solid overall for what it is. Not my style, but for what it is, not bad. Oh. Oh my God. I don't even know what to do on this because this just kills my back every time. So I think we might literally just do that one set I'm not even joking, because that kills my back every time I fucking do it. No matter how wide I go, no matter what I do, that kills my lower back, and I cannot afford to fuck my lower back up right now. Fuck that. That's what I stopped doing. My back, that already just standing here hurts my back, so I'm done with that. I think put this up, and I think there's some couple of bicep stuff left, but no, fuck that. Like, I'm not ranking it on like people. I'm just ranking on overall atmosphere, and I'm doing two. I'm doing like my rating for what I look for in a gym, and then one for like what I think a general person would look for. So my rating's like a 3 for what I would like in a gym, but my rating for what like a regular gym person would want, this is like a 7.5 to 8.
I think you like grungy gym.
That's literally what I said in there. Grunge, dirty, filthy, disgusting, dark gyms.
I mean, this is
Where there's
nice.
mold. I want black mold. Yeah, they got good lighting. Yeah. But good lighting. It does have good lighting. This arm pump going. Okay. Holy fuck. That generally is like about my 13th reason. Well, the mic's fallen off twice and fucked my phone up in the middle of recording. It's been a rough gym review. Okay, you get a full production company.
So many reps to get like baby pump. Like I feel it more in my glutes. Like breakthrough, like weights on.
Okay.
And not eating. That's the hardest part.
I'll be honest, I don't have much on the animal-based diet. Okay. I'm ready to dry out. I'm ready to dry out and I'm ready to be in a good mood because I've been in a shit mood. I was in a decent mood earlier. I was like a little happy. But now, right now, I'm just in a so pissed off mood. And it just hit. I don't know why, but it just hit. All right, so we're gonna get this off. I'm gonna kind of do a little walkthrough of the gym, see if I can get a full video of it just for you guys. Because again, this, you know, just because it's not my style doesn't mean anything, right? Like, it's not my style, so I'm not gonna judge it too harshly. I'm gonna give 2 ratings, but you know, like I said, give me 1 second here. So, like, as you can see, guys, it's a nice gym. Like, it's clean, really modern look to it. Equipment makes sense where it's at, right? Equipment makes sense where it's at. But they got good quality dumbbells, the whole, you know, whole 9 row, tons of weight. I think they got all the way up to the 150s. You don't see that in many gyms. You really don't see them go up that high in many gyms. But overall, it's a solid gym. I mean, I like it. This is not my style, and I think that's what gets it down for me, honestly. But good Panati equipment, good Arsenal strength equipment. I know why they went with the Arsenal strength, because you can brand it very easily. They come and build the whole gym for you. But, you know, tons of power racks, plenty of space. But you see tons of good quality equipment. Prime. The Prime machines are good. I like the Prime machines too. Atlantis machines are good and everything. So I think we'll head up here. We're gonna check out the flex room. Okay, so we got this upper level here, right? All the cardio equipment, you know, group rooms, tons of cardio equipment, TVs to watch it on. There we go, flex lights are on. Your flex room, Pilates, bathroom up here. So, okay, yep. All right, and they got the back mirrors, which very rare to see in a lot of rooms, even if they have posing rooms. Yeah, you can close it. I'll get butt naked in here real quick. Overall, I'm gonna give it 2 ratings. So I'll give it my personal, what I think out of a gym that I would look for in a gym, and then I'll give it what I think a normal person would look for in a gym. I would give it for my personal rating, 3 to 4. After going through it, 3 to 4, and I am in a bad mood right now, so it doesn't probably help my rating. But I just prefer dark, grungy, moldy, kind of. Yeah. For my personal rating, like a 3 to 4 out of 10. So probably 3.5 out of 10. For my personal rating, I'll give it a 4. I'll give it a 4 because I am in a bad mood. So I'm being harsh. But I just prefer dark aesthetics, grungy, like dimly lit, stuff like that. It's more my style. So that's what I prefer to train in, like warehouse, grunge, gross to an extent, personally, and more bodybuilding atmosphere versus you get more of a generalized atmosphere here where there's not really like, there's not a major, it's not as centered. Like when you go to Species, you see the athletes and the bodybuilders and like football, baseball, like all these people on the walls they have up there murals of, and it just gives you that vibe, right? They have the old school equipment, it's worn in. But for a normal person who's not a psychopath, I would give it an 8 out of 10 for a normal person. Now, I probably would never give a gym a 10, to be fair. I probably would never give a gym a 10. Yeah, unless it's a home gym that I made myself, and then it's going to be dark, grungy, and probably moldy. So I would give it an 8 out of 10, though. 8 out of 10. It's new. It's very new. It's high quality equipment. It is high quality. The Panada, the Prime, the Arsenal Strength, it's all high quality. It's just not my preference for what I do. But for a normal person, for the average person, I think it's great. I would give it an 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10 for a normal human being who's not a psychopath and crazy like I am.